What's popping, guys? It's your girl chaya.taya, C to the T, that's on what? Period B. And yes, I know, I let you guys down. Didn't come with double uploads, and yeah. But the thing is it's not that I didn't have content there. Don't question me. People can vouch for me. But when I was editing and all of that, it was like some of them didn't have energy. They was like, girl, what you doing? Like, you tired? And I was just like trying to record at certain times to have videos there. And also it was like, this isn't really the content that I kind of want to be putting out there like that. So I was like, you know what, let me just chill till like I'm ready. Let me not fuss myself, but at the same time stay in you guys' eye line, not drift too far. You know, you can't forget about me. Pop a cap like, hey, I'm here. So I thought, you know what? Come out the shower. You wouldn't think I come out the shower. I still look so tired. But anyways, come out the shower. I was like, might as well just record a get ready with me, you know, and talk about something that I am very passionate on, which is the whole movement that's been going on this year and this month of Black History Month and Black Lives Matter and all of that. So yeah, without further ado, we finna get into the video. Oh, but make sure that, you know, hit that like button. Come on guys, subscribe. Like, I know some of you are praying and you're not trying to hit the subscribe button. Just hit it already, because you're gonna end up hitting it eventually. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, don't hurt me, sorry.
So yeah, and as I said, drop comments, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. Period.
Depend on nobody because me have me money. Can't tell me how to spend it cause I feel me money. Independent gal, real #1 trending gal. Now fi check when me spending gal. Have me one house, now fi boom fence gal. Independent.
Alright, so cool. This whole Black Lives Matter movement and that, me, I think is great. Yeah, it is beautiful, it is fantastic, like that everyone's come together and people are becoming more educated on what's actually happening in the world and happen in the world. And also they are acknowledging how great Black people are and how useful we are, the things we've done throughout the years, and we're starting to get our recognition in that. However, this has been going on for years, like years. We've had Black Lives Matter protests happen years after years after years. It's not the first time all this shit has happened, and it's like, cool, this year was the biggest one that has happened, the biggest movement, like the most countries joined in and all of that and whatnot. But what you gotta realize is, do you guys think it would have been as big as it was if we hadn't had the pandemic? So think of it like this. Everyone, you know, coronavirus going around, people are not really able to be out there speaking their voices, this and that. You know, people want a reason to retaliate and to, you know, kick up a storm and this and that. So they see a movement. They see a movement that, you know, a movement that hit a lot of people's hearts for the simple fact of how it kind of started off. So George Floyd's murder, like that video alone, me, I have not watched the full video, I can't do it to myself. I watched first like little bit at the start and I get so angry, I want to just fucking rip someone's head off, period. I personally think, yeah, this year everyone's like, oh my god, we're making so much progress, like we're doing so well. Like, I don't think we are. I just think it's a case of people needed something to do. They need something to occupy themselves. They needed something to restore faith in, because they were losing faith in the world in a sense. Like, this year has been fucking terrible. So I believe a lot of the support with the movement this year was fake. That's my personal opinion. And I say that as well because, like, if the movement meant anything to people and, like, the government and stuff was actually taking it in and that, would we not have justice by now? Like, it's actually not that hard. They can spend so much money doing all these different things, like these murals, memorials, this, that, and whatever, but you can't put a couple of cops behind bars. Logically, it's like, you're taking us for an idiot. And they do, if you look up, they do the same thing all the time. We make noise, we do this, that, whatever. They give us little tiny things for us to feel good, like, oh yeah, like, I don't even know what they've really done. Like, what, they wrote Black Lives Matter on the floor in America and shit, and like, cool. More companies are like acknowledging the Black Lives Matter movement, this and that, having more people, but they're only doing it for the sake of, they don't want to get cancelled. I'm telling you something now, these companies don't want to get cancelled. You're begging for it at this point. Like, it's not genuine. You're not genuinely coming to people because you're like, okay, cool, we need to be a part of this so we don't look bad, let's jump on it. And that's how I feel a lot of companies, I mean, like TV stations, all of those, like, that's personally, like, I think it was all a whole load of fake support, because cancel culture became really real this year. Like, cancel culture became so real. Like, one more move, you're cancelled, mate. Like, no one's trying to hear it. So yeah, like, it is, like, I'm not saying we have not made a difference, because we have educated a lot more people into how great Black people are. Like, we are fighting back racism quite a bit, till kind of fighting back the racist people became a trend in a sense. So, and it's like yeah, it's all good and well, but I just think we need to start looking at the bigger outcomes of stuff. The big, like, we take the little, and I think that's one of the problems with the Black community, is we rather like the reward that we can get now than the long-term reward of stuff. And I think that's why with a lot of Black businesses, they don't thrive as much as they could have, because they'd rather get what they like, put the business out there, do what they can, and then, like, in a couple of years down the line, it's not stable enough to stay and you're living off a has-been business. When the trick of the trade is, they'll build their business, but they'll make, like, let's say, okay, cool, so I read a lot of, like, Success Secret, but I will read a lot of these books written by these guys, yeah, and I read them like 3 times over. I get the underlying messages of certain things within this, yeah. And hear this, a lot of us do like hair, beauty, this and that and whatnot. So let's say you have a beauty business, yeah, and then you're starting off, you're doing well, but you're seeing like you have competition with another beauty business that's local as well. Prices are roughly similar, this and whatever. Now, a lot of mindsets would be, cool, competition, we gotta get better than them now, we gotta do a bit more extra, maybe lower the prices so people come, this, that, and whatever. Dumb thinking. See what they do? They would turn around to the guy and be like, you know what? We're both doing well here. We're both, like, roughly doing the same thing, same prices. Why don't we work together? Why don't we come together now? Some people be like, why would I do that? And then have to share, like, profits made, this, that, whatever. cool, you're thinking short term. Yeah, now you guys are both like, not really, but you both have your clientele. Yeah, okay, cool, right now you're gonna have shared profits, it might not be as much. You lot keep building, 10 years down the line, you've got 2 strong competitors put into one that could most probably do 100 times better than all the other ones. So you're clearing people out till in the long run, you've built up a bigger clientele to the point where the fact that you're sharing stuff doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. And this is the thing that I think a lot of black people don't get, is the teamwork, the unity, the sticking together. We sit together for a short period of time, it don't work out, we're like, bun that, like, okay, this is dead. Like, that's the reality of the attitude that a lot of us have. If it doesn't work out short term, we will not stick to it. And that is what has happened with this movement this year. Yeah, like, I'm talking so much, I'm not even doing my bloody face. I ain't gotta get ready. But yeah, it was all going good and well. We were in the media, this, that, like, yeah, all these different protests, everyone coming out. And then the second it stopped, it was like, everyone was like, okay, cool. Yeah, we got a little this, that, and whatnot out of it. Like, ain't really working out too well anymore. Like, okay, yeah, we're done with this. All right, That's exactly what kind of happened. And that's what I think is very sad about it. Like, our generation did do a lot. I think we did pretty bloody well with clapping back at people and their racism. Back in the day, they'd have to like bow down to the white man. But the white man, I was so good. I'm joking. I'm not, sorry guys. I might have to edit that out still. I think that we need to start investing in ourselves more, but investing in ourselves long term. Stop trying to like grab the short term rewards, the little stuff that's coming, and wait it out to see what happens in the long term. Because if we kept keeping up the same noise we were, I guarantee we'd have justice by now. But we made noise for a while, they gave us the little things, we shut up a bit, and then they're just like, you know what, they're joking. I'm like, we actually don't need to do anything. That's how they think of it, you know. They don't lock them in prison because they're like, you know what, like, they're actually all gonna forget about it in a few months. So what's the point? Like, we've been doing this stuff for years, like, oh, it's nothing new. Like, that's how they're talking behind the doors, you know. They're behind the door talking to the judge like, oh, like, come on, like, you know, this ain't first rodeo. Like, they're gonna forget about it too. Like, why do you think they get away with it? There's hardcore evidence. Like, there is evidence of it happening, a murder. If it was a normal civilian doing the same thing, you guys know the consequences. So it's like, they look at us as a joke, and we are a joke. I personally think we are, and it angers me so much. It really does. Like, and that's why I think we need to stop thinking that the rage is gonna be the way to get us through. We need to make noise politically. We need to stop like thinking our voices don't matter in the pod. Yeah, cool, we're the ethnic minorities, this and whatever, but we're only a minority because we let them look at us, let them
you want
look at ourselves as the minorities. Like, if we all together came and voiced the opinions we had, even those people, I know some people sit back and like, what's the point? Like, no, stop saying what's the point. Get up and talk. Get up and let them know we all matter. Our voices will be heard. As I said when I wrote a little thing around the time of everything going on, they don't fear us in a bad, they don't, yeah, cool, they don't hold their bags and all police when we're looking all hood, road, street, this and that, but they don't fear us like that because they know that's where they can get us. You look like that, cool, description, yeah, block them behind bars, done, period. Do you get it? But you're walking down in a suit, you're walking down from the big offices, this, that, whatever, or you're running your own business, this and that. You've got all the credentials behind you. Stop and search, thinking, oh yeah, They can't tell you nothing because you have it. That's what
They don't fear the black man in the hoodie and belly or the angry black woman down the road. They fear the black man in the suit. They fear the black woman that empowers their kids to be more. They fear us being united as one and not needing them anymore. They fear us becoming our own support system. They fear us no longer needing the white man's say so. Because as black people, we are naturally powerful.
Because, oh shit, this guy might make it. We can't put a criminal record on him. We can't have that on it. That's what they want to do to all of us. They want all of us to have that there, so then they can purposely turn us away from stuff. When we do things good, why are we always referred to it as the bad stuff? Oh, ex-con, this and that. Like, they want to be able to give us that label, but if we don't give them a reason to give us that label, then what are they gonna do? They're gonna be scared. They're gonna have to find a new way, and they won't, because we'll be 10 steps ahead. We'll be educating ourselves. If you've had a child this year, even if you're young, but if you've had a child this year alone, you in particular need to make sure that that child is ready to make a difference in life. Like, not by force, like, oh my god, like, you will be the chosen one. You will be the chosen one. No. But just let them know, like, from young, like, your voice, your opinion, everything matters in this world. Like, and this year alone, this whole mask thing, like, subliminal messages, man. They're trying to tell us our voices don't need to be heard. Like, our expression, it don't matter. Like, we just keep you doing what we say. Like, if you guys really think the mask matters, have you heard all the other, like, all the restrictions, all the laws, everything that's coming out? None of it makes sense. So how come everyone believes that wearing a mask makes sense? How is that the one thing that actually makes sense and no one's questioning it? Everyone's just like, yeah, the mask will save us. Mask will save nothing. The masks, half these masks we're wearing, half the masks people are wearing aren't even bloody doing anything at all. It's all a bunch of rubbish to control us. But you guys will be like, oh, conspiracy theories, da, da, da. But it's like, yeah, cool, you guys are saying conspiracy theories, but as everything's becoming true, like, you guys just don't want to listen. And people need to wake up. That's what I think. Like, they just need to wake up. I think we're being very lazy, very, very lazy at the moment, because they can only control us because we allow them to. There's power in the people. I'm young and I'm telling you, there's power in the people. I wasn't there during Black Panther movement, during the whole Black Panther, wow. Yeah, it's Black Panther. Anyway, so that's what I think of Wakanda forever. If I was alive during those times, I feel like I'd be kind of disgraced looking at how people are acting now, because it's a thing where we don't even need to be out in the streets doing all them things there. You lot aren't seeing how powerful social media is. You lot alone have showed from cancel culture how quick the people, like the numbers, can change stuff, like, and you are still sitting there acting like we have no power. Like, we just have to, yes dad, no dad, to bloody Boris and them man there. And it's sad, really. It is kind of sad, but there's only so much you can do at this point. My goal in life, and my goal has always been that when I die, my name will be remembered. And not remembered like, oh, just as I died for a few months. No, like, I will have something there where people that wished me dead will have to look upon it, and they might have to see me still there, do you get it? And I feel like if every one of us, people of colour, had that mindset, we'd have them shaking. Imagine them having to go around and just see best, like, legacies of black people, and like that would force them to have to educate their kids on us. that's our mistake as well. Like, even with back in the day, the amount of black inventors, but do you know what they did? They invent something, they don't see the long term in it, they just see, oh, the white man giving them some money for it, they give it to them, and the white man is the suddenly inventor of it. Like, no, should just kept it, just waited it out for the youth to come along, and yeah, that's what we need to do, man. Force them to have to be educated on us. Me, my goal, I'm trying to bloody build dance studios everywhere. Like, the money that I know I will be making one day, inshallah, it ain't gonna be hard to make. Like, I'm leaving legacies worldwide, so they're gonna have to remember me. That's the thing as well, like with dreams, no dream is far-fetched. I'm telling you now, no dream is far-fetched. Like, people try to tell you like, oh yeah, like, don't that seem a bit too big? Like, are you sure? Like, yes, I'm sure. Why are you sure? Huh? Because I know I'm gonna get there. If you don't want to believe in that, that's your business. Because I'm manifesting it into reality. And that's what you see all them people like that started Amazon, all the doors in their shares, this and that, and people are telling them like, are you really spending time in here? Is this really what you're gonna do? And they stuck to it. I know they sat in there like stressed out someday. They're like, you know what, it will pay off in the end. It will pay off in the end. They're speaking it, it will pay off in the end. And what happened? Ha! People are making squalla. I feel like I just switch ways when I talk quite a bit, but I guess you guys are catching on with what I'm saying. Sport goes a long way. I think that's another thing that we don't realise. We started realising it. Everyone started supporting black businesses, this, that, whatever. But the only thing is with black businesses, this is a thing as well that I've had a conversation about at college: extortion. Now, everyone is all for supporting the black businesses. Yeah, we get it. But you man are really out here charging like £35 for a t-shirt that just says melanin.
You serious?
Now, is your name JD? Because I don't get it. I think that's extortion. That's not. When I could top like that, I'd pay like what, £15, and yeah, cool, easy. I can get more business like that, I believe, like, than a bloody £35 top. Like, I think people took the piss when it came to the whole support black business thing. Certain people took the piss in a sense, and I think that's what put some people off. Well, it put me off, because I felt quite a few people taking the piss with their prices. Like, you saw an opportunity, I rate it, you grabbed it, but yeah, not my pocket, mate. Not my pocket. Supposedly, yeah, I put my lashes on like a psycho, whatever. At least I'm on a path. But yeah, do you guys think that that's a psycho? Does anyone actually believe that shit? As well, supposedly me doing my makeup means I can fight. I mean, a bitch can't fight, but you know, I find all those things really dumb. I think I've become such a professional putting on lashes. Like, my mirror's the mirror's all the way over there. Watch this. Wait, no, one more. This one has a jacket. Let me not even say this now, because imagine I flop now. Swear to you, usually. Wait. Well, that was a cute little chit chat. I think what I'm planning to do, my next video idea is so until next time, stay motherfucking sexy, period. Bye guys. Oh fuck. Oh.
Hook, go shoot with a belly. Rose, my dog's new nickname Shaggy. None but these girls like this.